Hello, in this video I am making a secret hybrid facility on the Germany island. I wanted this facility to seem like it was illegal and like it was keeping secrets from the government. So I used a lot of the DFW themed buildings. I started off by surrounding the little area with a high security fence to keep all the experiments away from the people if they were to escape their cages. After I had a shape that I kind of liked, I decided I should add a research center where the scientists would be conducting their experiments. It took me a while to figure out a spot that I really liked, so I sped up the video a little bit here. After connecting it to the paths, the only other important building that I needed to add was a hatchery. I ended up placing it out along this outside edge here where I would have it lead into the enclosures. After placing the gate, I remembered that I needed a ranger station and a paleomedical facility, and when I went to place the ranger station, I actually placed an expedition center, which I did not mean to do. So then I had to delete it and rearrange everything because the paleomedical facility is huge and does not fit anywhere. After everything was in the spot that seemed to work, I decided to start adding some decorations to fill in all the empty space. I tried looking for a fountain that fit in here, but nothing seemed to work and nothing seemed to fit until I found this little thing, which I ended up just placing and trying to forget about. I placed some of the tents here to make it look like they were doing some sort of science work outside, maybe with fossils or something. Right here, I wanted to add a viewing platform, that way the scientists could watch the hybrids and monitor them. Then I added some decorations like security towers, cameras, and floodlights. Right here, I made a little tiny section that was fenced in, where I would have as like a research or a medical bay for sick dinosaurs. Then I connected it with a fenced-in pathway to the rest of the enclosure. After adding some terrain details, I started working on the actual enclosure part. I made the first section a little bit bigger than the other two sections would be because this would be where the dinosaurs are getting released. I'm not adding very many plants or bushes or trees to these enclosures because I want them to seem like they're neglected and like it's poor conditions for the dinosaurs. Then I started working on the other two sections, which I wanted to be about the same size as each other. Then after connecting them with gates, I worked on the terrain in both of those, and then it was time to start releasing the dinosaurs. I wanted to start with the Indominus Rex, but after shuffling through its patterns and colors, I wasn't really able to tell what went well with each other. So I ended up just leaving the game and using the species viewer to find something that looked good and then coming back to incubate the dinosaur. I ended up liking this pattern, so I decided to do the same thing with the other species as well. For the three hybrids that I was going to use for this park, I picked Indominus Rex, Indoraptor, and Scorpius Rex. After I had the patterns selected and I had the dinosaurs incubated, it was time to release them, starting with the Indominus. I didn't really want her in this first enclosure, so I tranquilized her and moved her into a different one. Then it was time to release the second dinosaur, the Indoraptor. I really like this pattern for the Indoraptor. It's one of my favorites. And here is the second one. For this one, I'm actually using the new Luxe skin texture. Now it was time for the Scorpius Rex. I don't believe any force could ever make these things any more ugly. And here comes the other one. I also wanted to move these ones into a separate enclosure because I did not want them with the Indoraptors, obviously, so I tranquilized them and moved them into the other section. I do like the orange stripes on this one's pattern. After I was finished tranquilizing and transporting the Scorpius Rexes, I realized that I forgot to close the park, so I did that. That way there weren't people and guests walking around all over a private park. And then I just finished by adding some trees to make the entire facility seem a little bit more hidden. Once I finished placing the trees, the facility was done. That's everything for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and let me know what types of small builds you want me to do next.